Hello, I'm John Scholes, President and CEO of the Downtown Seattle Association, and welcome to our City Maker Conversation. I'm here today with Fred Rivera, Executive Vice President and General Counsel for the Seattle Mariners. Fred, thanks for joining us and having us in your office today. We're here in the dugout here at Safeco Field and appreciate you spending some time with us.
Happy to be here.
I know that you have a deep personal connection to baseball, so I wanted to start there. And it's in your blood, and talk to us a little bit about your connection to the game.
Sure. It is in my blood. I've been playing since I can remember. Also coached at the high school level. I played at the collegiate level at Santa Monica College for a couple of years. And it really, to be honest, kept me out of trouble. Instead of doing some things I probably should not have been doing, I was spending time either on the ball field or at Dodger Stadium. I grew up in Los Angeles, or watching a game. And so over the years, it really became ingrained in my life in a number of different ways. Great memories with my family, particularly my grandmother going to Dodger games in the late 70s, early 80s, and really it just has always been part of my life, including now, where
still playing, right?
I've taken a little bit of time off.
Okay.
I've got sons who are very active. A senior in high school and also a fourth grader who are active playing, so I'm coaching them up, and I still get out on the field as a coach.
Do they listen to your coaching as a dad?
They do, although I made a mistake the other day, which every coach should know. I was throwing batting practice to my older son, and I said, let me take a couple of swings. And I did, and I looked like a fool, and he says, why am I listening to you? So I said, do as I say, not as I do.
There you go. What does it mean to be the general counsel of a Major League Baseball team?
It's a surprise every day on occasion. It's much different than working for the government or working in a private law firm. Our focus and our product is baseball, and so we want to put the best product on the field that we can. Also run a business around that. So it's much, much different than a law firm environment where you have a number of different clients who have different goals and obligations, and we are singularly focused on putting the best possible product we can on the field. And just personally, it's been a delight. As I said, I grew up in baseball, and so to be able to come to the ballpark every day as my office is really a dream come true.
Do your kids visit you in this office a little more than they did in the law firm? They think this is a little cooler of a gig? They
do. One of the benefits is tickets, and they certainly take advantage of that. They love bringing their friends to a game as well, so it's been great for them.
And it's great for downtown that Safeco and the Mariners are so proximate to the downtown, and I think great for the fan experience, certainly. And a lot of cities can't say that, right? Their ballparks are often sort of far out from the center of their city, but there's also some challenges and issues about being right in the middle of the city. Maybe tell us a little bit about what you see as some of the issues and opportunities, some of the things you all are trying to wrestle with to continue to put a great product on the field, but also a great experience for the fans.
Yeah, we see ourselves, as I believe the Seahawks and the other sports team do, as really part of the cultural environment of downtown Seattle. And so we really want to be ingrained in every way we can. We want to make this ballpark accessible in every way we can, safe, clean, and friendly, so people want to come out here and enjoy their time. So the issues that we face are no different than any other business in the downtown core. Transportation is a challenge, and we've taken some steps to try to address that. Of course, we want the entire city and its population to be healthy, and that means homelessness and poverty certainly is on top of our list of things that we want to be part of to try to resolve.
And people are coming from lots of different places into Seattle to get to Safeco. Can you share a little bit about sort of where are your fans coming from, which creates some access challenges?
We are a tourist destination.
Yeah.
Over 50% of our fans come from outside of King County. So it's not only the shoulder counties, but we also have people coming from Eastern Washington and frankly all over the world. And so we need to be cognizant of that as we think about getting access to the stadium from different parts of our region. Recently, we engaged in a partnership with Sound Transit to make it easier for fans to get to the stadium using light rail, the link system. Any fan that has a ticket can ride light rail for free to and from the game. That's been extremely popular. We've gotten great reports back. We've also noticed to the fans that they can park at Angle Lake or up by University of Washington and train in. It's a 33-minute ride from Angle Lake. It's a free ride, and you're literally an 8-minute walk to the front door of our beautiful stadium.
And you were a big part of putting that partnership together. Were you inspired, or did you think back to your time taking the bus to Dodger Stadium as a kid, and now you're making it easier for everybody in this region to get on the train to the ballpark?
I did. Going to the game started when you left the front door, and you got on the bus, and in LA there was something called the Dodger bus that you'd pick up downtown, and it was a 10-minute ride from downtown to the stadium, and everybody was decked out in their Dodger gear, and everybody was talking baseball. So the entire experience started from leaving the front door, and we're getting that same reaction here. That Sounder Light Rail is packed with Mariners fans leading up to game time. There's a lot of buzz about the game, and the same after. They're having an enjoyable experience, going back to their cars or to their homes, and it's a lot of discussion about baseball. So that's exactly the environment that we've been trying to create.
There's certainly lots more ways to get here than there were in the late 90s when the facility was built, right? And more ways to get to the game than ever before.
Yeah, we're also trying to create a habit. So as light rail expands north, east, and west, we want those 5, 6, 7-year-olds who are coming to the game now with their parents, adults, uncles, aunts. We want them to know that the way you get to a Mariners game is using public transportation. So as they get older, as they may have kids, that will just be the natural way you get here.
What's been most surprising to you coming into this role from Perkins, and what's maybe been the most challenging thing?
We have a lean organization. There are about 250 full-time employees that run the entire business. That includes from our general manager who's making moves to our CFO, president. So we do a lot of different things. We wear a lot of different hats. In addition to being in charge of the legal side of the team, I also oversee human resources, government relations, and community relations. So I'm wearing a different hat, sometimes 4 hats in one day, which is very, very exciting. We have a great staff up and down in our front office, and so I think the variety of issues that are on my desk has been the most surprising, but very surprising in a positive way.
Any major challenge that you sort of didn't anticipate or coming into the role?
I think, no different than any other business. At times the region can be challenging to do business in, so keeping an eye on the expenses to do business in the region has been more challenging than I expected. Luckily, with organizations like the DSA and others around town, we're able to keep on top of the new information, have our voice heard. But that's been a little bit more challenging and I spend more time in the government relations area than I really anticipated.
Than maybe you expected? Yeah. And there's so many things around you that affect what's going on at the ballpark and, the experience of the fans and how you're doing your business.
In addition to transportation, there are a lot of zoning issues that may impact us. We're on the southern edge of what might be considered the downtown, and to our south there's a lot of area that people want to grow, and this area will change. We know that. We want to be part of that change. We want to be part of smart growth, and so keeping an eye on what's going on so we can have our voice heard and be part of smart change is very important to us.
We're hearing some of the lawnmowers taking care of the grass. Tell us the story about the grass this year and what you've done with the field.
Well, we tore it up and we rebuilt it from the outfield fence all the way to behind home plate. It's all new
First
surface.
time ever, do I have that right? Or?
First time ever to do a complete redo of the field. So we have new grass, we have new dirt. The reviews so far have been very, very positive. It looks beautiful. So we have grow lights out here now that are keeping the grass fresh.
We don't have enough sun in Seattle for your new grass. Well, thank you, Fred, for joining us today, and thank you for joining us for this City Maker Conversation with Fred Rivera, General Counsel of the Seattle Mariners and a member of the DSA Board.